Hello everyone and welcome to a different video of some sort. First I'm going to explain why I've been absent for so long and why this is just pretty much why I haven't been on YouTube and making videos, and that's because between school, work, it's just gotten a lot to handle, and I'm pretty much now, this is like probably the first time in probably months that I've actually gotten a chance to sit down, have some time, and just record stuff, because now I'm on winter break for college. And why does that pop-up keep coming? Alright, fix that. Anyways, you guys, originally my channel was geared towards Star Wars, mainly Star Wars, but I'm shifting it towards kind of Pokemon now because that's the little kid in me and that's what I enjoy. So for a while now, me and my brother Matt have been debating on who's the better battler, who's the better trainer, who can beat who in Wi-Fi and all that sorts of stuff. But again, this pop-up. Oh, and by the way, guys, I may sound tired because I'm recording this at 10 a.m. in the morning in Illinois, and the sun is still coming up. It's shining right through my window. Anyways, so we decided to start kind of a competition, not necessarily, but a competition of where we draft 15 mons, have a series of probably 3 or 4 battles, and then 3, 4, maybe even more battles, and whoever wins the most out of them is pretty much the one who is better at it. Since unfortunately in the in-game, in the Nintendo 3DS, where you get life orb, focus band, and all those other items at the battle tree, unfortunately for me, I do not like grinding. I do not like doing any of that stuff. So I prefer to do my stuff in other areas, such as Pokemon Showdown. So Pokemon Showdown is going to be where this whole battling thing is not going to take place on the 3DS. It's going to take place on Pokemon Showdown. Now, before I get into my picks and stuff, here's how it worked. We picked 3 mons from each of the 4 main tiers: OU, UU, RU, and NU. 1 mon from PU, and 1 mon from BL, and 1 mon from BL2. Essentially went like a snake kind of thing, where, except for the first one where it went me, Matt, and then me, and then beginning of UU it went me again, and then Matt, me, Matt, me, Matt, and so on and so forth. Anyways, getting back to the point. The point is, I'm going to show you what mons I drafted. Unfortunately, my brother does not have a YouTube channel, so I will, at the very end, I will pull up to show you the mons he has. So that way you guys can actually get a move on, and can actually get a sense of what kind of team we're going to be versing and all that. So pretty much we are allowed 1 mega. The mega can can be brought each week, but is one but. Like the 6 mons you choose the first week, 3 of those mons cannot come the next week. At least 3 of those mons cannot come the next week. But next week, if you brought 3 of the mons that you used the previous week, again, those 3 mons cannot come again. So pretty much they cannot be used only, they cannot be really used 2 times in a row. Well, they can be used 2 times in a row, but nothing more, so you can't really use the same mon other than your Mega Evolution each and every single week. So, of course, I love special attackers. There's one Mega Evolution in OU that is probably, in my opinion, the best Mega Evolution. Some people call it the Queen of the Fairies, which is Mega Garnivore. Mega Garnivore can hit pretty much everything. Nobody appreciates a Hyper Voice Mega Garnivore. I can run Thunder Wave on it. I can run Substitute if I really wanted to. Calm Mind. I believe it gets Heal Bell, I believe. So yeah, Pixelate, that Hyper Voice just tears through teams. I know, I watched one video and, I did the damage calcs, and a Mega Garnivore Hyper Voice can do 50% to a Mega Metagross. That is pure raw power. I mean, you cannot. So starting off with Mega Garnivore, you cannot go wrong. So a lot of you guys know that in OU there's a lot of physical attackers, a lot of dragon types. So of course I want to scoop up a dragon type that I needed, and it hits hard. It has multi-scale, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about, and that is Dragonite. Dragonite, I know it gets Aqua Jet, Aqua Tail, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Ice Beam. It gets moves that's weak to. But Choice Banded Outrage, nobody appreciates that. No, it's also an extreme speed user that I need. The only thing it won't really appreciate is a knockoff and Stealth Rocks, because I believe once it hits Stealth Rocks, it breaks multi-scale. Oh, other words, for me, I do not know a lot about competitive battling. I don't know a ton, but I know enough to hold my own in certain situations. So yeah, I can hold my own if there are no legendaries involved. That's when I can hold my own. And that's precisely why you'll see that no legendaries are allowed. Not even legendaries that are in the OU, UU, in these tiers, really. So anyways, back to Dragonite. Dragonite is just a monster when it comes to hitting hard. Really, there's no need to. Pretty much the difference between Dragonite and Salamence is the multi-scale. It just gives you that extra boost of power that you don't have. Anyways, now we go to the opposite side of physical offensive, which is physical defensive or special defensive, which is the defensive monster normal Eviolite type. The Eviolite user that everybody hates, that deals Seismic Toss every single time, gets Stealth Rocks, gets Thunder Wave, gets aromatherapy gets software. You guys probably already know who I'm talking about by now, and that is Chansey. Chansey is like, you can't go wrong with Chansey. It's, Evular Chansey is nothing to joke about. I mean, you can, I know I versed my brother in Pokemon Showdown a few days ago, and I used a Stealth Rock Seismitoss Chansey, and I single-handedly defeated 3 or 4 of his mons with Chansey alone. So yeah, you can see that Chansey can deal chip damage, but every single time, every single mon you throw out, every time you switch, I'm dealing 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 with Seismitoss every single time. Anyways, so moving on to UU, my first UU pick was Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat is kind of all it really does is Volt Switch. It cripples and rocks. It doesn't appreciate much. It does not appreciate a Hydro Pump, I believe. From a Rotom Wash at least. Anyways, guys, Rotom Heat is essentially there for a lead Volt Switch. I believe it gets knockoff too. I believe. Don't take me on my word for that. I think the Rotom Heat I'll mainly use is like a Will-O-Wisp Pain Split sort of Rotom where if I get down to low health, I can just Pain Split you and do damage to you whenever I need to. Or I could run Toxic Orb, and even though that just completely does it, I can, if I have Chansey, I can aromatherapy it after I get rid of one mon from, so let's say if I do out Rotom first, and I have a Toxic Orb on it, I believe as my HP goes down, I can Pain Split them, equal the HP, switch out Rotom, bring in Chansey, aromatherapy, have everyone healed, have all the status conditions healed, and then bring Rotom back out, and I believe Toxic Orb will still be active, I believe. So in reality, that actually might work. I'll have to try that once, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so the next mon we have is Crocodile, which is a knockoff user. Basically a ground type. And as you go see, we have a speed weakness as we go. Crocodile, Earthquake, knockoff. Yeah, that's pretty much the set we're gonna run most of the time. I might run a couple other moves just because, like, for coverage for something else. Our last UMon is Milotic, which in some cases I shouldn't have gotten. I should have gotten, I believe Lucario. That's probably who I should have gotten, because as you see, I ended up drafting a fighting type that isn't necessarily the greatest. Which is an RU, I believe. But I should have gotten, this is one mon I really regret getting, because I should have gotten, Lucario instead of Milotic, and then, well, I already have Gastrodon, but that's later. Excuse me, sorry. I'm tired. I've been up like all night because I got off of work at like 11 p.m. at like midnight. Anyways, guys, really Milotic, I just like, at the time, like, I need a water type, but yet again, I didn't realize that there's a couple other water types that I like down in lower tiers, so I probably should have waited till then and got, instead of Milotic, scooped up Lucario, because I know Lucario is not scooped up by Matthew. Anyways, you guys, moving on to RU is Ambipom. Ambipom is Fake Out. That's pretty much what it's there for. Knock off Fake Out, double hit, chip damage, pretty much self-explanatory. That's pretty much the only thing it's going to be there for. Possibly Energy Balls sometimes, because I believe it gets Energy Ball. Grass Knot, I think it gets those moves. Maybe it doesn't, I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's pretty much what Ambipom is there for, just chip damage and knockoff items. I believe it gets knockoff. This is the fighting type I was talking about, and as you guys can tell now, I have 2 dark types. And as you go on, I do draft another dark type, which is the next pick that I chose. So pretty much, I needed a fighting type. I didn't know really what fighting type I should probably get in lower tiers, because I knew a lot of them were already. I know, I do know for a fact that, my brother has Hitmontop, which could prove problematic, and yeah. So really, I should have gotten, instead of my Milotic, I should have gotten Lucario, Scrafty to get, I forget what it's called in RU, I forget. Anyways, and you'll see the next dark type and the last dark type, which is here, the next one, but it's also a ghost type, and had no weaknesses before 6th gen, I believe. And it's one of Cynthia's annoying Pokemon. It's a Ghost and Dark. If you played 4th gen, you probably versed it before, and nothing was super effective of it, and that is Spiritomb. Pretty much, Spiritomb is... I never really used a Spiritomb before. How about we say that? It's like, I want to use new mons too, that I've never really used before. I've always used... Mega Garnet was my favorite. Dragonite's so hard to get, so I never use it. Krookodile I only use once in a while. Rotom Heat, I can never get a Rotom to save my life, so I get to use that. Milotic, again, something I've never used. Ambipom I've used before. Scrafty I don't think I've ever used, and along with Spiritomb I've never used. So I'm trying to go for a whole new area, and as of right now, you can see that the team keeps continuously getting slower and slower. Our next mon in NU is another ground, is a second ground type, but is a grass type, Torterra. I'm not sure how Torterra is run, but I needed a grass type, and really there was nothing really left. The only really grass type I could possibly get would be, I believe Lilligant, and I didn't want Lilligant because, yes, you can argue it's one of Luminise's, Lucamine's, one of Lucamine's Pokemon in, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and, Sun and Moon. But, yeah, again, it's like, I didn't want that because it's a pure grass type. I might as well get something that has dual typings, like most of my mons, with the exception of, Ambipom, Milotic, and, Chansey. But, so that's pretty much what Torterra is there for. It's just, I need really a grass type that can eat up hits well and try to hit something back. And again, next mon is Gastrodon. It will actually be the pink one. I like the pink one. No, the blue one, because I like the blue one better than the pink one. So Gastrodon, I don't think I'll really use Milotic a lot. I think I'll mostly use Gastrodon. Gastrodon is to clear smog, like pretty much everything, because a lot of his mons, he's gonna run a Contrary Superior. Now, if I use a Focus Sash and guarantee to live a hit, get a clear smog off, clear those stats, or if I end up being able to paralyze it, and then deal out as much damage as I can, and then go out to possibly Gastrodon. Well, I'll probably have to sack someone off to get a clean switch in and hope that it's paralysis. Surprise them. Hope for paralysis. Go for a clear smog. Clear those stats. And now he's back starting over trying to get +6 again. +6 Contrary Leaf Storm. So it's like I need like something that can completely wall it. The next mon I got is using, again, I believe it gets clear smog. Also Earthquake. If you want to Earthquake me, I'm going to throw Wheezing out, Levitate, you can't touch me. So yeah, it's pretty much like there for like just Earthquake users and just to stall mons out. I will definitely be running Seismic Toss and Soft Boil and Stealth Rocks on this Chansey. The fourth move will probably vary week to week, actually. So from this point on, we have 12 mons. We were able to get 3 more mons. Pretty much my favorite Pokemon of all time is in 4th Gen. Ever since 4th Gen has been my favorite mon. And probably will be, and if I ever had a gym, this mon will be my ace. It will be Glaceon. Now Glaceon is an EV evolution that's in lower tiers because it's not competitive viable. And that's the one downside to it, but its special attack and special defense, I believe, is pretty high. So you could possibly use that for a wall. And a Stab Ice Beam will hurt. A Stab Ice Beam and Blizzard will probably hurt a Pokemon pretty well. So for BL, so as of right now, I don't have a Steel type, a Rock type, or a Flying type. The next mon I drafted was Staraptor. It's my favorite 4th Gen mon that's not my favorite Pokemon of all time. It gets close combat, which is a fighting type move. Actually, it's one of the only flying types that can actually get a fighting type move. Brave Bird, it's a defogger. Yeah, so that's pretty much what Staraptor is there for. Defog, Brave Bird, close combat, pretty much deal out as much damage as we can. So yeah, that's pretty much what Staraptor is there for. Our last and final mon is in fact a Rock type. A Rock and Dragon type that's in 7th Gen. No, not 7th Gen, 6th Gen. Fossil type. It's one of the fossil mons, and you probably know who I'm talking about, and is Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum hits like a truck. Tyrantrum is nothing to joke about when it comes to competitive, from what I know. I don't really know the set for Tyrantrum or what we will run, but I know my brother has said that he will do whatever he can to stall out as many of my mons as possible. And to be honest, we can stall out his mons better than he can stall out ours, because we have more versatility than he does. There is a couple types he is missing, but I believe the key will be the flying, rock, and ice type right here. Pretty much. So yeah, that will complete our picks from this draft. Well, I shouldn't say competitive draft. I should say for contest sort of thing for strongest trainer. You know what? In fact, I will pull up his mons real quick. These are his mons: Azumarill, Superior, Magnetrix, Snorlax, Sylveon, Gudra, and so on and so forth. So really, it's like, who do you really do? Like, personally, I don't know what he's gonna bring the first week. The first week's gonna be all just predictions, see who's right. I think for right now, I think the first week we're gonna set up for the second week, and so on and so forth, because I can guarantee you that if we lose the first week, and he brings 3 really good mons, and those 3 mons unfortunately can't, if he has 6 really good mons, we'll only have to prepare for 3 of those mons next week instead of those entire 6. And that way, that first week, we can kind of get a feel about what's going to be there and what he's going to try to do from here on out. So anyways, you guys, back to my mons. Yeah, so this is just for, like, to see who's really the best at battling. But if you guys are not very good at battling competitively like I am, or don't know how or when to use the items really good or like to perfection, let me know, and I will gladly invite any of you to this thing we're doing after me and my brother finishes, because we would be happy to have you join us. It will make it even more fun than just having me and my brother do it. So if any of you guys would like to join that aren't very good at competitive, I think one requirement that it will be is that I don't want anyone in it that's gonna be cocky or be like just drafting like all the best mons, not all the best mons, but like not like doing like I don't want people in here doing this that I don't want people in here that are very good at competitive battling, because that would not be fair to me and my brother, who aren't very good and is really just trying to have fun. This is more like to have fun with people who don't really know competitive battling that well, but also know but know enough to hold their own in a battle and make it a very good battle. So anyways, you guys, I'm gonna be like, let me know in the comments section if any of you guys want to join us. The one requirement I will say is, if you're very good at competitive battling, this is not for you. If you're not very good at competitive battling, then this is probably the best way to have fun and still battle competitively without knowing, like, I'm trying to think, without instead of absolutely knowing for a fact what you're doing it because you're having fun. It's not like there's no prize for it, there's no reward for it, it's just to have fun. So that's what I really want to get out of this, because it's like, I'm not very good at competitive battling, my brother isn't very good at competitive battling, but if we invite someone that's really good at it, they demolish us too, and if any of you guys want to join, and they demolish all of you, it's like, then it's not fun anymore, because you know there's only one person that's going to win. So, this is probably, if you guys do want to join, I do want people who aren't the best at, who aren't very good at competitive battling, but just want to have fun. If you know what I mean. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but if you do know what I mean, then you probably, if you guys do know what I mean, you guys probably do know what I mean, like having fun but not doing this because you want to beat everyone. It's like, that's not going to be for you if you're a person that's going to beat everyone and everyone else who's not very good, not going to have fun because one person's winning every single time. So yeah, if you guys do want to join, let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to be too picky, but I can tell that I am good enough to know when someone is trying to be not necessarily a jagbag, but a person who's like just getting luck. I know the difference between luck and skill, pretty much. Like, I know that much of a difference in competitive battling, so yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be a team building video coming out soon. When we do start, I believe it will be next week. So it will come out Friday night. Either Friday night or Saturday morning. And then the battle will go up Saturday afternoon or Sunday. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to join next time. There's no date to say if this is we're gonna return. It's just like trial to see how people react. And yeah, so anyways, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and it's going on it's past 34 minutes now. Wow, this has been a long video. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Have a great day, guys. Yeah, pretty much that's it.